Welcome to another episode, everyone. Lancaster State Prison. The others got into it with the blacks, so to speak. Really, the blacks took up for the others in Lancaster State Prison. Now, the others, they have a car there in prison. I've seen different scenarios with their car. Sometimes they're with the Samoans, the others. When I say others, I'm referring to Chinese, Asian, etc. And and sometimes they're with the Samoans as a group together, other car, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes the Samoans are doing their own thing, and the Asian/Chinese individuals, normally it's just a couple of them on the yard, are doing their own thing. Now, normally the Asians there on the yard are Chinese, or should I just say the others car, are, respectful individuals. Most of the time they're riding with the blacks and the blacks are riding with them. Now, there have been situations where the others are not with the blacks in prison. There have been situations where they're over there sitting down with the Southsiders and this and that. But for the most part, in Wayside, the Los Angeles County Jail, in prison in general, the other car is with the black car. And in this situation in Lancaster, the Samoans had their own thing and the others had their own thing going. But the others that are on the yard, the blacks that are there, got love for them. It's only a few of them there. They're doing business with one another. The Asians and the others are always on the up and up with the business. They're about their money, they taking care of business, and they just real quiet. I've never really seen them get violent on the street or in prison. I'm sure there are situations, I know they have some Asian gangs, some of them dudes tatted up and the whole nine, the Asian mafia and so forth and so on, but for the most part, they're just, pleasant people, quiet people, etc. Here comes a Crip, comes to the yard in Lancaster. Now, somehow he recognized this Asian guy from another prison. They were somewhere else together. And for the life of me, to this day, I do not know why he had such a gripe against this Asian individual. I do not know. He just said that he was in prison with him before and that he had rubbed him the wrong way. They did something together and it didn't pan out right. It didn't pan out correctly as far as this dude was concerned. So he had real animus towards this Asian individual. But they are rocking with us on the yard. And he just got to the yard. But the Asians that are on the yard, Chinese, they got love coming from the blacks that are on the yard, bro. So when he comes to the yard and he's saying what he's saying about this Asian dude, the blacks are really letting him know right then and there, whatever happened in the other prison, leave that there. We get along with them here. We ride with them here. We got their back, bro. Leave them alone. There's only a few of them here. So you're like, oh yeah, man, whatever. It wasn't no big thing. But as the time goes on the yard, you notice that this individual, it appears, is trying to pressure the other. First, he approached him and called himself resolving whatever situation they had in the prison before. The Asian, you can see, he didn't want any problems. He was just saying, all right, man, whatever happened then, whatever happened in that situation, let's leave it there, man. I don't have any problem with you. I don't have any situation with you. But the brother, he's being a bit persistent. So the Asians did indeed approach the blacks. We're together here, and said, man, this dude is tripping. And the black, like we already know, he had already, made some comments about they have a history together. They're like, yeah, but my people don't want no problems. Whatever they had in the other prison, we're just trying to leave that there, So the blacks, mainly the Crips, primarily the Crips, approached, let's call this dude C-Dog. They approached C-Dog and told him in no uncertain terms, explicitly, bro, leave the others to be. They're with us. It's only a few of them here. Leave that dude alone. What was the issue you had with him? Whatever it was, let that stay there, bro. Basically, we're not going to tell you again because they had already had a conversation with this individual about the animus that he had towards these others, or this one particular other individual. So they were pretty much already fed up with talking to him about it. But he just essentially complied, at least outwardly, and said, okay, no problem, man. All right, I'm gonna leave the dude alone. Just tell him to stay away from me. So you can still tell that he has some sort of animosity. All right, I'm gonna leave him alone. Just make sure he stay away from me. He's staying away from you, bro. He ain't causing you no problems. So when we see that it's still about to be a problem, as far as we're concerned with C-Dog and this individual, the blacks essentially get together, they congregate. We congregate together and say, okay, so what's the situation here? Do we got the Asian back? Are we telling this dude C-Dog to bag up? Because if that's the case, it could be looked at like we're taking the Asian side over our own people's side. But if that's what the conclusion that we come to, that he has to leave this dude alone, then if he does something else, bro, if he presses this dude again in any sort of way, we got to stand up. We got to stand on it. We got to get C-Dog off the yard in favor of the Asian, because they in our car. It don't matter. It is what it is. This is what it is, and this is what we telling you. Should you transgress against that, bro, your ass is out of here. Regardless, take it how you want to take it. So the blacks all came together and said, yeah, we with them, they with us, bro. We not about to let this one dude come to the yard and wreck the relationship that we have with the other car. They've been riding with us on this yard for a long time. This dude just got to the yard because of some personal animus, some ulterior motive that he may possess. He wants to press up on an agent that he knows is not really looking for any violence. No, man, we're not about to allow that. He basically trying to bully the dude is how people begin to take this. Like he was trying to bully the agent. So everything is cool. They let C-Dog know, stay down, stand down. All right, man, whatever, it's cool. Not long after, the blacks over there playing cards out on the yard. The Asians are right there as well, and they're playing cards with the blacks. So it's a lot of blacks right there in the area, because this is where the blacks hang out at, and the Asians just happen to be at the table playing pinochle or whatever with the blacks. Here comes C-Dog. Right? Here comes C-Dog. He pushed up on the Asian as he's sitting down on the table. Just 2 days prior, then told this individual to leave this man alone. Don't say nothing else to him. Let him be. He agreed to this. 2 days later, in total contrast and totally flouting and transgressing against the protocol. We just set forth the protocol that they are with us. We are with them. We are one. We are in the same community. We are of the same core. We have the others back here on this yard, and they have ours. It's just a few of them, whatever. They have our back. This is the precedent that has been set forth. Who are you to flout this? You're not bigger than the program. You're exhibiting a disdain for the protocol. Well, he approaches the Asian. He pulls him to the side. It looks like at first he's talking to him like they're about to resolve whatever issue they may have, even though he's not even supposed to be talking to him. It's not supposed to be an issue. Already told you to leave this dude alone. You already agreed to this, but okay. The Asian, because he's looking docile, he's just talking peacefully, and so it looks like there's not a lot going on. But then all of a sudden, C-Dog start waving his arms back and forth, getting aggressive, raising his voice right out here on the yard in front of the gun towers and all this, popping and he talking. But we didn't already told this individual that this is a no-go. The blacks see this, the Crips see this, and everyone decided right then and there, this dude gotta go, bro. He pressing our people. He pressing the Asians, bro. He pressing the others, and they are with us. And yes, he's black, and we love him, but right is right and wrong is wrong. This is what the protocol is. This is what we told you is happening right here on this yard, and you're going against that. So you're really saying the hell with us and what we're talking about. Not just the Asians. You're going against everything that we saying that we stand for here on this yard. You're not big enough for that. No one is. You're not bigger than the program that everyone has set forth. Not just one or two people. Every car said that the others are with us. And that was that. So, didn't even talk to the Asian about what had just transpired. The decision was just made. Getting this dude off the yard, bro. Tomorrow, we attacking C-Dog and getting him up off the yard. That's it. It was really the Crips that was up to the task. It really could have been any black because he really going against the black community. He's really going against the black protocol that was set forth. However, the Crips closed ranks and said, we'll take care of him. We'll get him off the yard. The next day they came out to the yard and they rushed him, bro. Like 5 Crips. Yeah, like 5 of them got up on him. Bam, 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 bam. See, dog, he basically tried to run, bro. You know, he did some old Usain Bolt shit. He tried to get up out of there, but they chased him down and got on him. Why you running? You pressing the Asian. You pressing him like you a big old tough guy. Now you running. You know, it's just, I mean, so they removed him from the yard. They got him off of there. They got him off to the yard for disrespecting the Asian, for disrespecting the other's car, and for going against what the blacks had said, that they are with us and we are with them, and that's that, and no one can go against that. But he tried to go against it, and so his ass got removed because they're in prison. Whatever rules are set forth on that yard, whatever the protocol is, you have to abide by that. It don't matter who you think you are. Whatever the protocols are different on different yards. The rules are different on different yards. It just depends on where you're at and who's running that yard, what the environment is and that situation that you're in at that juncture. Period. But this is what the protocol was on this yard, and he decided to go against it. Now, you might hit another yard, and the others and the blacks might not be together. He can go there and get away with this sort of behavior. But on this yard, it wasn't happening. They made that clear to him. He didn't abide by that, so they crashed him. He was leaking, bleeding, mouth fucked up, eyes closed, beating on him, got his ass off the yard, leaking. He's shaking his head as he's leaving. He's shaking his head like he couldn't believe that the Crips had got him in favor of the Asian. He couldn't believe it, but I was okay with that decision because he went against what we had set forth. He went against the protocol. It don't matter that he was Asian. This is what we said. They with us, bro. That's it. And you can't respect that? Then you get your ass out of here. And that's what the fuck happened. Stay free, people.